Dinner had always been our little tradition. Every Friday night, no matter how busy life got, Emma and I would sit across from each other at the small wooden table in our kitchen, sharing a meal and catching up on our week. It was supposed to be our time, our sanctuary from the noise of the world. That night, the table was set with candles flickering, the aroma of roasted chicken filling the room. I had spent hours preparing it because I knew how much she loved it. I wanted it to feel special, like the old days when we used to laugh so easily together. But as soon as she sat down, I noticed the difference. Her eyes weren't on me. They were on her phone. At first, I brushed it off. Maybe it was work. Maybe one of her friends needed her. But then, as I tried to talk to her about my day, her phone buzzed again, and that's when I saw it, the glow of the screen reflected against her face, and the way her lips curled into a smile. It wasn't the polite smile she gave strangers. It wasn't even the casual grin she sometimes gave me. No, this smile was deeper, softer, almost glowing. The kind of smile a woman reserves for someone who makes her heart race. And then I saw the name. Daniel. My fork slipped from my hand, clattering against the plate. She didn't even notice. Her thumbs moved quickly over the screen, typing a message back, her face still lit with that tender smile. My chest tightened, each heartbeat pounding louder than the last. Daniel. The man she had once told me was just a friend from college, the one she had sworn she barely kept in touch with anymore. The same name I had buried in the back of my mind, trusting her when she said there was nothing there. But her smile told me otherwise. I sat there in silence, staring at the woman across from me. The candles flickered, the food cooled, but all I could see was that name, that look, that betrayal written across her face. Emma, I said finally, my voice low. She jolted, looking up like a child caught sneaking sweets. What? Sorry, what were you saying? Who's Daniel? I asked, my voice sharper than I intended. Her face froze for a second too long before she forced a laugh. Oh, just an old friend. He texted me out of the blue. Nothing important. Nothing important. Yet her smile had glowed brighter for him than it had for me in months. Funny, I said quietly. I've never seen you smile at my texts like that. The air grew heavy. She shifted uncomfortably, setting her phone face down on the table. James, you're overthinking this. It's nothing. But it wasn't nothing. I could see it in her eyes, the flicker of guilt, the hesitation, the way her hand lingered protectively near the phone as if I might snatch it away. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to believe her. But the pit in my stomach told me the truth. That smile wasn't for me. It hadn't been for me in a long time. The rest of dinner passed in silence. I pushed food around my plate, my appetite gone, my heart breaking with every second she avoided my eyes. She tried to talk about work, about weekend plans, but it all felt hollow. My mind was stuck on that moment, the glow of her smile, the name that shattered me. Later that night, when she went to shower, I sat alone at the table staring at her phone. It lay there, tempting me, daring me to unlock it and confirm what my gut already knew. I didn't touch it. I didn't need to. Her face had told me everything. When she came back, hair damp, wrapped in her robe, she looked at me with a forced softness. You're quiet tonight. I met her gaze, my voice barely above a whisper. Because I saw the truth. She flinched. James, don't. You smiled at him, I cut her off. Over dinner. Right in front of me. Do you have any idea how that felt? To sit across from you, watching you glow for another man while I sat here invisible? Tears filled her eyes, but I didn't stop. My pain poured out, raw and unfiltered. I cooked for you. I wanted us to feel like we used to. And instead, I watched you give your heart to someone else without a second thought. She started to cry, whispering apologies, insisting it wasn't what I thought. But no apology could erase what I had seen. No words could undo the way my world had cracked open in that instant. That night, I didn't sleep beside her. I lay awake on the couch, staring at the ceiling, my chest hollow, my mind replaying her smile over and over. That secret, tender smile one I hadn't seen directed at me in so long. It was then I realized something brutal. Love doesn't always end with screaming, with slamming doors, with fiery fights. Sometimes it ends quietly, in the glow of a phone screen, in the curve of a smile meant for someone else. And for me, it ended over dinner. Because she smiled at her phone. And the name on the screen shattered me.